Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance, and this is a Fifi, although it's not in Fifi's colours. It's actually a 105 leFH18B2 French Tier 5 Premium SPG, and we're on the north-east spawn of Karelia. Now this Fifi belongs to me. It's one of mine. Well, it is my only one actually. And you can see I've got the green colours on this one. This battle is from April 2017, so it's pre 9.18. And what's unusual about this battle is that I hadn't had Fifi for too long. I'd only just bought it, so I was still getting used to it. Okay, I'm finding position at the back, slightly down from the cap, and I'm looking for targets. And I've got some straight away that in the south passage near the horseshoe. Firing around at that Sherman, it was very badly aimed. Actually, I didn't dial in completely. Okay, there's a Cromwell there. Can dial in on him, rouse out, and he pulls away just before the shell arrives. Now the great thing about the Fifi, the 10.5cm gun, is it's pretty accurate once it's dialed in on its target. You just need to let the reticule settle. Now that target's moving too quickly, and I didn't hit the target. I think actually I hit some obstruction in the way, but I didn't stay to look, and I shouldn't have wasted that ammo. I'm firing all HE. Most loadouts are easier if you fire just nothing but HE. But I switch targets because I see a chaffee in the north, and I think, right, let's have a go at that one, because it looks like he's just scouting, and that was a wasted round. That shouldn't have been fired. I'm indicating my target, but he's not staying stationary. In fact, he turned there at the last second, and so that round was wasted as well. Now I fire around at that corner thinking he'd still be there, but no. So I've wasted enough ammunition on the north. There's an IKV. He's on the ramp at the front of the horseshoe. Fire around at him. Lands behind him. Now I'm thinking he's still there. Fire around in, just in front. Chaffee's been seen again, and he's coming up to the STRV. Now I'm letting the aim settle this time. Dial in. Rounds out, and it lands just over the top of the Chaffee, and he's taken up with the STRV. But there's a Largo. Dialing in the aim on the Largo, anticipating where he's going to be, and a one-shot kill. 320 hit points, all mine. And the STRV gives me an affirmative after I send one to him, so I think he was happy. Okay, there's an IKV there again, and a T67 is joining him. There he is. Trying to dial in the aim on the T67. Right, that was too hastily fired. You can tell that I'm a bit inexperienced on the Fifi at this particular point. So I'm firing well before I should be firing. Let the aim settle, dial in fully, and then shoot. No sign of the IKV. Now we're 3 tanks down at this point, and I'm thinking to myself, yep, we've got a bit of a problem here. They've got a whole selection of TDs. There's a Largo off to the north. He's facing off against the STRV, and it's out of my range. I've got a grey line, which indicates that the reticule won't reach, but I still fired. And that was a big mistake, because I just wasted that ammo. You see it hit the rock face there? Can't fire that far. Shouldn't even try. So I decide, yep, I'm going to have to move closer. Unfortunately, this means I'm going to have to go up to the cap again. There's the AMX-13F3 firing. I'm having a look round just to see if I can spot any of the tank destroyers that are coming up from the South Pass. The M6 has been seen and they're requesting fire on him. I'm so focused on what I'm doing to help the STRV and the Largo, kill the Largo, that I'm oblivious to the fact that we've just lost 2 of our own team. The IKV, in fact 2 IKVs. But we do take out the Largos, so I can focus my attention back to the enemy that were on the South Passage. Now there's the T-67, the same one that we were firing at earlier. He's poking his head round the corner. Dialing the aim in on that corner. But doesn't. He pulls back. Now I suspect that actually he went round onto the front of the horseshoe. But I can see the ARL and I can just about reach it. But I go back to the South Past, and while I'm moving, whilst I'm looking at the target, I'm moving to the back of the cap. That's why the reticule's jumping around so much. I'm coming in alongside the AMX, but not too close to him. I'm hoping that Stug will be able to dial in. Now I've stopped because I can see the Stug, and I think, right, the aim's going to need to be tight. The moment he spots the enemy, I'll hit them. But then I see that one of the enemies managed to get past. It's one of the IKVs. He's already passed. I line up a shot. It goes over the top of the IKV, but it frightens him enough to make him back off. And I think he realises he sees the Stug. So I fire another round in. And unfortunately we lose the Stug to that IKV. And then I can see the other IKVs coming in behind him. Fire a round in. And it lands next to the IKV. So now we're in real trouble because we're well down. We've only got it's 7 against 4, and I know they're all going to come up that little pass. So I'm backing away, trying to get a good shot at them as they first appear, to shotgun them. So I'm putting my aim where I think they will appear the moment they're spotted. Now we've got our mediums back. STRV, M42 and a Cromwell. Alright, they've located the IKV and I one-shot him. 102. First one's taken out. Now I know there's another one there. I'm dialed in, ready to go. The moment they spot him, I'll take him out. There's the other one. He's coming in from a different direction. I've been spotted myself. I'm backing away. I want to keep moving because I don't want the enemy Arty to get me. I'm backing into the corner. There's a round from the enemy Arty. So the enemy Arty could see where I was, change direction. Make sure it's difficult for the enemy Arty to get a fix on me. I would have gone unspotted by now, so I can stop and start aiming again. Okay, I've got a good view range. I've got 390 meters view range. The great thing about the Fifi is its view range. It's a heavy tank with a very, very high gun on top. There's the IKV. Dialed in the aim and one shot out and it misses. But it's a fast reloader. I've got 21 rounds left. The Cromwell's popping down there, so he'll be able to spot it. And I take out the next IKV. 172 hit points. The Cromwell's going south. He's looking for that T-67. The scores are now even. I've got 3 kills. And the rest of the members of my team have got quite a few kills between them. So we seem to be doing quite well now. Now it's 2 TDs again and 2 Artys versus 2 mediums and 2 Artys. Now they do have a Fifi, they do have an M44. We have an AMX and a Fifi. There's the T-67. He's turned round, he's come round the other way, so I've got to defend myself from the other direction. The STRV M42 knows. I fire a round in and blind shot kill the T-67 as he comes round the corner. I thought he was there. I thought I couldn't see him, so I fired a round in and it worked. So we've taken out one of their T-67s. I relocate just in case he spotted me. My sixth sense didn't go off, but I just wanted to make absolutely certain there was no chance that the enemy could knew where I was. I'm now motoring towards the enemy cap because I'm thinking, yep, they've gone defensive. And I want a piece of that M44 and that Fifi. They were both firing at me when they spotted me. Fifi hasn't got great speed, but it's still pretty good. What the Fifi does have, though, is great armour. It is basically a heavy tank with a gun on it. So basically, it is a heavy tank. 350 hit points, so it's got quite a lot of health. But in actual fact, sorry, wrong, not 350 hit points, it's 260 hit points. Okay, there's the Sav M43, the other TD, right at the entrance. And he's on his side! He's on his side. I indicate target, but it's taken out. He's killed by the Cromwell. Okay, so I'm lining up now on the other Fifi. You can just be spotted, but I'm too close to that rock. I need to get a better angle. So I'm moving. Trying to get over to the left. Now I can do it. Angle in, dial in the aim. Fire. Missed him. Went behind him. He spotted me. I've been seen. He's just poking his nose out, and I take him out one shot. 110 hit points. He's out the game. There's only the M44 left to kill. I've got 5 kills. I'm on for a top gun. I've been invited to platoon. And there's the M44. Dial in the aim. I platoon. And the M44 is taken out before I can get a shot on him. But I platooned with the Cromwell just in time. So even though that M44 was rear end to me, and I could have taken him out because I was dialed in, at least I managed to pick up our brothers in arms. But I picked up something more. I picked up the first mark on my Fifi. Shows how long ago it is. This was from February 2017, from the start of the year. And I got my second class tanker. I got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits, 13 I got. And I picked up a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. In fact, I got 5. And I picked up the brothers in arms with the Cromwell because we both platooned with 3 kills before the end of the game. So, and the title is Never Give Up, Never Surrender. Even though we had the odds against us, even though there were 8 of them to, was it 7? No, 7 of them to our 4 tanks. We didn't give up. We kept fighting. We did our best and we won. We prevailed. I got the second highest damage with 1,166 hit points. The STRV M42 came top. I got the highest number of kills with 5. And I came second when it came to base XP of 895 hit points, experience points rather. I fired 25 rounds, got 6 direct hits, 6 penetration, 5 splash, damage of 1,166 hit points, of which 542 were at more than 300 meters. I received 1 hit as a result of splash damage, and I think that was from the M44, or it may have been the Fifi. It was one of the two anyway. I damaged 6 of the enemy, killed 5 of them. I did damage assistance of 75 hit points. On a premium account, I earned 33,399 credits. And after ammunition resupply, which is really cheap for the Fifi, I took away 30,199 credits. I say it's cheap, actually. It is cheap so long as you don't use any heat rounds. Then it is very cheap. In fact, you should only ever carry a couple of heat rounds for close encounters with the enemy face-to-face. I also received premium experience points of 1,343, but it was times 3 for the first victory of the day, and I picked up an extra 537 because Fifi is a premium vehicle, so I took away 4,566 experience points in total. This shows you how it's so easy to get a highly skilled crews on the Fifi because you earn such a lot of experience points every time you play it. It's just like an experience point making machine. And well worth getting just so you can improve all your other French Arty crews. Because you can plonk them in the Fifi and they can play in it without having to be retrained. So if you enjoyed this replay, please do give it a like and do subscribe to our channel. And hopefully I'll be seeing you in the next replay.